Who is making the picks for Tampa Bay this year? It can't be Jason Light because they're doing a hell of a job. Jason Light, if he's making these selections, I'll have to give him two thumbs up, man. Um, he been having the last two off seasons been real good. They got a lot of talent. I think he did great with Devin White, even though he fell in his lap last year. Fans wanted Josh Allen, but I think Devin White is going to be that guy for the future, man. This year, they got Tristan Wirfs. I find it funny that as soon as James leave, they want to address the offensive line in the draft. All of a sudden, we gotta go first round with the offensive tackle now. When motherfuckers been talking about this for at least the last 3 years. Granted, we had other needs. I think we missed out on Derwin James. Even though Vita, he's coming along. Devin White been real good. He was real good last year. But they've been doing real good this offseason as far as the picks go. They've been doing real good with the picks. Free agency, they did good. They kept everybody. Well, the main guys I wanted them to keep was Shaq Barrett and JPP. Is there a hole at wide receiver? I think it wasn't as big of a need this year because I think they really like Watson and Miller, but they're gonna have to step up this year. They're gonna have to. Either one of them guys gonna have to step up this year. But I'm happy with what the Buccaneers have been doing this offseason. Tristan Wirfs was a very, very good pick, man. For most that don't know, it was teams that were behind the Buccaneers. They were trying to trade up to get Tristan Wirfs because they know that was like the last tackle. That was the last premier tackle of the draft. And Buccaneers is like, listen, we had to move up and get him. So that's why they moved up. They traded their fourth round pick. Because right now it's kind of tomorrow's gonna suck tomorrow. Well, today, Saturday, with the third round, with the third day of the draft, starting with the fourth round. We don't have a pick till 161. That's the fifth round. So they had to make that move to get Tristan Wirfs. We already know they needed it to protect Brady, so they finally did that. They got an offensive tackle in the first round. That shit sound weird for me to say. Offensive tackle, first round, Tampa Bay, in the same sentence. That shit sound weird as hell, don't it? So they finally got their guy. They got a safety. Some say it was the best safety in the draft. I don't know about that one. But Winfield Jr. is going to be a player. Justin Evans been hurt. He had a toe injury, Achilles injury. We don't know how he's going to be for 2020. You know what I'm saying? And I think Winfield Jr. is going to take his roster spot. Because Edwards ain't going nowhere. Whitehead not going nowhere. They might carry four safeties, but I think Winfield Jr. is going to be a player. He's a little small, though. he's like Earl Thomas size a little bit, but if he step his game up, this was a good steal. This was a good pick for us. Um, we do have a running back in the third round, Keyshawn Keyshawn Vaughn, right? If I'm not mistaken, Keyshawn Vaughn from Vanderbilt. He's a running back. He's a little small though. He's a little small running back. 5'10", 218. We got him to possibly be the backup to Ronald Jones. Right now, it's a little hole right there behind Ronald Jones. So Ronald Jones is going to be that guy this year, but he has to know how to block. He has to get his blocking together, and I think his catches is going to go up. I think Brady loves to throw to like the running backs, so he should have a good year. It's rushing and receiving. He should have a good year. But today is going to suck because we really don't have that many picks. We got 4 picks, but they are late in the draft, 5th round and later. So them guys is going to be like, bench players, guys for training camp. It's rare that them type of guys is going to make the team. So they're going to be with the team throughout the whole summer. And, we'll see how that goes. Because right now, I think everything is set. I think the whole team is set. Quarterback set, running back set, wide receivers, tight ends. Offensive line is set. D-line is set. Linebackers are definitely set. The corners are set. Safeties was addressed. The kicker is set. Only thing they had to do is get the depth. They gotta get their depth together because, like what if Brady go down? We got Blaine Gabbert, or what if Ronald Jones go down? It's a holes. It's some holes on the team as far as the backups go, but the starters look real good. And we'll see what's up, man. And like before I leave, man, I want fans to hear me out here. It's okay to be hyped up about this 2020 Buccaneers team, but slow down on the Super Bowl predictions, please. They still gotta play the games. You know what I mean? I see people say, "Hey, we going to the Super Bowl. We gonna win this shit." I'm like, bro, we still gotta play the games. Still gotta play the games. And don't be mad when I say that. Oh man, why you ain't seen Super Bowl? Tom Brady coming to Tampa Bay does not guarantee us a Super Bowl. It might guarantee us a good team, but not a Super Bowl. That's a difference. So, that's pretty much it for me. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.